That was soft rock cocaine enthusiast Fleetwood Mac. And this was Alan Partridge. Love that noise.
Alan, we're being taken over.
So, Pat, no one's getting sacked. Just sack Pat.
Alan's never been bad or evil. On one level, we can think he's a fool. It's sort of like Malvolio. We can laugh at him. But on the other side of the coin is that we all think there, but for the grace of God go I. I think there's a certain resonance. The empathy with Alan is why the character works, is because people have to sort of secretly think, I might say that if I didn't edit myself, or the things that we know enlightened liberal people know. They sometimes think things that they know they oughtn't to say, because human instinct sometimes means that you think things rationally. You have intuitive responses to things that you then edit. Alan doesn't edit those things, generally speaking.
Hello? Pat?
There's only one person, Pat, he's willing to talk to. You.
Cool.
Alan's coming in now.
Welcome to big school.
Did you ever worry about making Alan look too good, physically and morally?
No, because you have to, well, make him look too good. I mean, the problem is, when I started on the project, I was 26, so he had to look old, so I used lots of makeup around the eyes. We wanted him to, and as I got older, I'm 47 now, he's supposed to be about 10 years older than me, but we sort of brought his age down a bit. We say he's about 55 now, so he's 7 years older than me. So, I mean, I could put makeup on to make myself look 7 years older. If I don't look 47, I can only apologise for that. But I think, you know, you have to keep moving the character on. You can't just repeat what you've done before. And the aging makeup, I think, might have looked also a bit on a huge screen. Could have looked a bit cod and a little sort of caricatured.
Now, are you on any medication?
Just some cream. I've got very aggressive athlete's foot, but that's the only thing about me that is.
And do you suffer from any nervous conditions such as panic attacks?
Do I look like I suffer from panic attacks? I've had one panic attack in a car wash. It was a perfect storm of no sleep, no wife, and angry brushes whirring towards me. By the time the giant hairdryer came on, I was in the footwell.
We felt like Alan had been through a midlife crisis and had sort of become comfortable in his own skin and decided to dress slightly younger. So we didn't want to repeat the old blaze attire and blaze. We felt that also if you keep repeating the same things you used in the original character, it can feel dated. So you have to keep sort of freshening it up. And we thought the idea of him dressing slightly too young for his years was an appropriate and recognisable thing for some certain sort of men.
So he's like he was a kind of young fogey, but now he's kind of quite sprightly for a 55-year-old.
Now he's sort of the opposite of young fogey, which is an old man who's trying to be a bit hip, inverted commas, yeah.
A little bit awkward. Who's in charge?
Make no mistake, this lady is in charge. So here's the situation. Pat is refusing to speak to us directly. He's willing to give us 3 hostages, but only if he can talk to us through you.
Now we need to know why Pat has done this, so we can draw things to a peaceful conclusion.
Yeah, sure. I'll talk to him. Deal. I mean, sorry, one person. Yeah, come here.
There is a liberal element to Alan. We've tried to change the character. He has become more liberal and less of a little England xenophobe. He's reflecting sort of if you look at David Cameron embraces gay marriage now and tries to be a little bit socially liberal whilst being economically conservative. And we wanted Alan to sort of reflect that world a bit. So, and it's far funnier for us to, rather than just make him this sort of intolerant, you know, Quentin Letts-like figure. We had to sort of make him someone who's attempting to embrace modern thinking.
He's broadcasting from the siege.
Keep it light.
OK, tonight we'll be asking, have you ever met a genuinely clever bus driver? Oh, shit.
Even Little Englanders like Alan in their own little pockets do serve their community in some ways. So they're not entirely bad people. I always find that you know, Alan Partridge is the sort of person who would be fully in favour of the free market, but he's also the person who would try and save his local post office, even though it wasn't making any money. So there's something, there's a certain crassness in Alan Partridge, but underneath it there's a small amount of nobility.
I should be at home in bed watching funny videos on YouTube.
Have you seen Fat Woman Falls Down Hole?
That should be fenced off, really, but I'm glad it wasn't.